Hello, I'm back with another one packed shell challenge. Well, it isn't that much of a shell anymore, but the shell thing is how many tiles we get to work with this time. So the wheel is spun, and this time I spun vampires, and the tiles I got to work with was 67. So I actually did this into a tiny home residential just to keep a track of the amount of tiles I used so that we wouldn't go overboard, and we are just at 67 tiles. So that's perfect. We have to use all of them, right? Because frankly, 67 tiles isn't that big of a house. But I still managed to get some stuff in there. I also made a little tower because I thought that were fitting in Forgotten Hollow, where all the vampires live. So yeah, this is the shell of the house, the outside. And as you can see, it has a little weird bump out on the side, and that's where we're going to put the toilet. And we actually managed to have a full-size toilet. It isn't a huge toilet, but it's not that cramped 4-tile toilet that you usually have to use when you have a tiny house. It's a whopping 6-tile bathroom, so yay for us. But yeah, I actually think this house turns out quite nice. It's kind of dark, but still cozy in a way. So, and it will have room for 2 adults and one tiny thing. You will have to see what it is later. But yeah, the floor plan is starting, and well, there's just 2 walls that made up this floor plan. So the one room in the back where the entry to the garden is, that's going to be the bedroom. It's kind of skinny and narrow and just fits a bed. And the other place is going to be like a open living kitchen area. I had thoughts about where to put the things because I had to put in this ladder because no stairs could go upstairs to the small tower. And since I put it over there, it kind of blocked that area, which would have been a good size both for a kitchen or a living room area instead. But now I have a ladder, and I also need to put a door into the bedroom at the opposite wall, which meant that area was, well, not unusable, but hard to use, if you would say. But we'll come to that later, because right now we're in the kitchen, and I went for this green vampire kitchen. I actually think this vampire kitchen is quite a good kitchen. I like the look of it. And yeah, it's a kitchen I could use in other places as well. I don't think it's that distinct vampire style of a kitchen. So yeah, I like it, and I'm a sucker for green. Something you know if you watched some of my videos before. I really love the color green, and so this is my favorite color of that kitchen. And the entryway is quite small. It's just a little cloth rack above the waste bin, actually. So yeah, you could go inside and you could hang up your coat, and then you're in the whole house. And that's why we're heading to the bathroom. Bathrooms are so boring to do, but this is quite gold and black, and I think it's a decent. It has this kind of old style, and I think it fits with the gold. So when you use the old style, I think that it's okay. I wouldn't use gold if I was to build a modern toilet. Then I think the white is better. But yeah. So here's me trying to figure out how to use this space that I have. And at first I was going to put a sort of little dining area in this little bump out. But then I realized I love these chairs and they do not work in other builds. Who would put this armchair in their house? Like, no one. But it's something about it. So I'm building a house for a vampire. When else am I going to use it? So it went in there and out went the dining space. So we're actually going to do like a dining area outside. So they have a choice to sit in the sofa or the armchairs inside to eat, or they could dine outside. And that would probably be okay if the weather is nice. Otherwise, you would probably not like it because there is no roof over the outside dining area. But we're not quite there yet. Let's finish off the inside first. And this vampire bed is quite extraordinary. It's very big, which meant I had to cover one window, but vampires don't like sunlight anyway, so that's probably okay. And it's also the bedroom, so it would most certainly be covered by some kind of blind or something. Most of the time you're in there anyway, so. And also I had to size down these side tables because, yeah, we all know the side tables in The Sims are huge, to not say the least. And yeah, that wasn't working for me, so we sized them down, which meant I had to use this little shelf to decorate the side tables. But yeah, that's okay. That's it. I don't mind. It's a nice little trick to just pull out your shelf. You could also use that red shelf if you want to, but my game right now, at least, is plain vanilla. So yeah, I use a shelf when I need to fix things. And this rug, I love this rug, and it went so well with the colors, but because it has that sort of it's sort of purple pinkish tone in the middle, and I thought it went really well with the armchairs and the wallpaper. So here's where we put in the little one, and it's for a tiny little baby. And of course I had to cover that piece of roof because it was poking in, and that made me quite annoyed. But yeah, I covered it with this little lost the word, how nice. It's not a bench, I know that. It will come to me later. At least I covered it, and then I went to put up the books on the wall. Those are on the other side. They are next to the crib instead, because when I play tested it, they couldn't get up the stairs when the books were on that side. So it's now on the other side, and it's totally functional now. And the house will be up on my gallery if you want to play in it, or if you want to take a look at some of the other houses I've built. And my name there is the same as the name on my channel. It's just HelenSimmar. So yeah, take a look if you want to. And please let me know what you think of this house. Do you think that I nailed the dark and cozy, or do you just think it's dark and uncozy? Or let me know what you think of it. What was your favorite part or least favorite part? I'm up for criticism. You could tell me what you don't like, if there's something, or if you have any tip on how to do something in a better way. I would love for you to tell me. So I put a pond outside because I thought that fit the vibe. I didn't want to fence in this area because I know the other places have like this big fence to keep people from coming in, mostly. Maybe people from coming out also. If you are a vampire, you might have somebody in the basement or something that you need to keep inside so that you could drink your blood. Who knows? But I didn't feel that this place was, it's not that big of a house, so it's not like a mansion. Then it would have been more realistic with a big fence. And I thought these people are a little bit more open, and they have like more of a free growing garden, so it's not that well managed. They like it as I don't think they are like people who enjoy gardening, because I do see a young couple living here with their newborn. And of course we had to have the Grim bike, so I just, as you could see, went to the front to put it there. And then I went back again, and I was thinking about the observatory, but I didn't think it fit the vibe, so I went for the fireplace instead, and I'm glad I did. Also brought in some decorations, trying to make make it a bit more fancy. I was thinking that like these were they've inherited them, so these used to be statues on maybe his or hers, I don't know whose parents, but they were at their house at first, and then they were inherited, and they moved it over to this house and didn't really know where to put them because it's a small house. It doesn't really fit the vibe, but trying to make it grand, they put it at the entryway, so that was the first thing you could see when you came to the house. And yeah, it's a kind of an odd style. It's probably not something I would do, like put huge statues outside of my entryway. We are just painting the ground a bit to make it look a bit more lived in, and yeah, it does look a lot better when you do some painting on the ground, so that it looks like the trees are actually growing from the ground and so on. And I decided to put some chairs, even though they don't snap to this fireplace, I wanted them there. And then just trying to make it a bit cozy over there, so that if people pass in the back, they won't see it. And if you thought that, oh well, this went quite fast, there will be pictures at the end of the video, so that you can watch the rooms in your own pace, or at least in a slower pace. I hope you enjoyed the video, so leave a comment and have a lovely day. Bye!